Welcome to the Saturday Night Live Afterparty. This week, we'll be discussing Season 47, Episode 18 of SNL with host and musical guest, Lizzo. I'm Catherine Coleman, and this week I'm flanked by New York comedians Charlotte O'Trimba and Pat Riley. You can find them on the interwebs at Charlotte O'Trimba and at Not Pat Riley, respectively. If you'd like to connect with me, you can do so at Catherine is Funny or at snlpodcast.com. Enjoy these selected highlights from this week's discussion, and if you'd like to watch our full-length, ad-free sketch by sketch review, you can find it exclusively at patreon.com/snlpodcast. It's our supporters that make this show possible. We are so thankful that everyone has already come on board. All right, here we go. Okay, Lizzo in the house, giving us a very twerk-heavy episode. We love to see it, and I love to see you guys. How you doing, Pat and Char?
Fantastic.
Woo!
So good.
So happy to be here.
I love that y'all just met 10 minutes ago, and I've already given you like a cute name for your comedy duo. Pat and Char.
Pat and Char.
I think it's,
Yeah.
it's great.
I love top billing. I've never had top billing before, and I feel like it's empowering. I like it.
I'm empowered.
Yeah.
Nice. So Charlotte, I know you're here. We love to have you on, obviously, but as soon as you saw Lizzo was hosting, you were like, I must
Oh my God.
be on this episode. So yeah, you a big Lizzo fan?
Oh my God. Such a fan. Like from the beginning, I was obsessed with her. I have listened to her songs on repeat. I mean, obviously. And then also I just love her attitude. She's just so inspiring, so confident. So like, I feel better about myself, like, because I'm inspired by her. And I feel like she's so multi-talented and so genuine and charismatic that I just love her for that. And then it also means that she's going to be fantastic on SNL. So can't wait to discuss.
And Patrick, are you a Lizzo fan as well?
I love Lizzo. Lizzo is incredible. I think she is top tier celebrity for me, where it's like, you know, there's certain celebrities that you just keep hearing they said something or they did something, and there's a little bit of you that's like, oh no, what happened? Lizzo's the opposite, where like if Lizzo said or did something, I'm like, oh, is she trying to have a baby with Chris Evans again? Oh, thank God. Oh, good for her. Good for her. I love that this is what I really love about Lizzo. It's a more recent thing is she's unapologetically horny on Maine. And it is what I feel like it's what we need as a society, as someone who just is, it does not, I have sex. I am a sex positive person. There's no there's no shame here. And I love, she even in the monologue, I'm manifesting.
Yeah.
What I love that. I really, really love that.
Yeah, I love that she is so unapologetic. I love that she shoots her shot. And like Lizzo doesn't understand the concept of like a guilty pleasure, right? She's just like all out there all the time. And I love that.
Yes.
So yeah, all right. Well, with that out of the way, I'm excited to see your thoughts on what she gave us. So let's get into the show.
Woo.
Let's look inside the Black Eyed Peas songwriting process. Pat, what'd you think of it?
I love the sketch. I love the sketch. This was such a well-written sketch. I was so happy every time. I knew the beat was coming. I knew what they were gonna do, and every time it was like watching. It was like watching like it's like Game 8 of the World Series. Like you're just sitting there, like it's got down to it, and your team just hits a home run every time. And like when she was going through, people in the place. Who's in the place? The people. Where the place? Who's at the place? People at the place. I was like, oh my God, Lizzo could not keep it together for a second of this sketch, and I do not blame her. I was in tears. When Bo and S Taboo being yelled at, loved it. Yeah, big Catherine, what did you think?
No, I really liked it as well. I thought it was so good. I do have some notes.
Go ahead.
But to be clear, I do love it. Now, the Black Eyed Peas lines are so generic in a way that never even occurred to me.
Yeah.
Now, like I was like, you're right. She does just say the people in the place, and that's insane.
Yeah.
And so as soon as it started, as soon as I saw them, I said, yes, they're gonna make a joke about the ill-fated original name of Let's Get It Started, which of course is Let's Get R Word, which was crazy even at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately that was a bad idea, but they went forward with it and then said, nope, let's change it. So I was just waiting for that joke, and then I got it. I was so excited. And then, like you said, Patrick, the people in the place, that beat was golden.
Genius.
It's
they
one
are
of those things.
Masters. The two of them, Cecily and 80. I mean, that was. I mean, it was like so fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect timing.
It's what that little bit is one of the funniest things I've seen on SNL in years. And I don't mean like there's some funny stuff. When she did that, started crying. I was literally crying tears because it's so.
And maybe it's because singer.
She's such a good singer. Oh,
so good. She nailed it. Yeah,
so good.
And that's just such a specific thing to pick up on, and so heightened to repeat it that many times.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes my note. Get to it sooner. That's the funnest bit. That's the funnest part. And we had, we have to have the setup. We have to have the boom, boom, boom setup. But I do think we could speed through Bowen and Chris's bits a little bit, as much as that pains me to say that, because they're both brilliant performers. But I do think that part went on a little long. And I was just like, I want more people in the place.
I would say, what we could drop out of that bit was the bit that they keep going back to. These producers, man, they're like vultures and stuff like that. I felt like that was like that's the weakest thread. And if you pull that thread out, it still works because at no point are they outside of Bowen's you're suffocating me. It really doesn't get a laugh for like that part of the thread. You could just take that out and it's still a wonderful sketch that it would just be it'll be a little snappier, a little
get
better
the pace up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's a fairly minor note at the end of the day, because it is so fun by the end when she's pointing to them like, and just do it. They heightened it so well. I loved it. Charlotte, I know we've already talked about everything, but what did you think?
Sorry.
No, I love it. I would agree. I felt like it went on a little long, and I agree. I thought it was that thread, and I thought, I think it just could have been cut and gotten to the people in the place bit sooner. So I just totally agree. And I also just wanted to add that the costumes and makeup and hair were excellent, because as soon as it started, I knew who it was. Right? Like I think we saw them before they even said it was the Black Eyed Peas, and I immediately knew. So I just wanted to give kudos because they just captured it perfectly, and that's such a testament, because I thought that was just so excellent as like, and then also I thought they all kind of embodied like the attitude of like coolness and everything of each of their people. So
for sure.
Yeah. This is our Blue Oyster Cult. More cowbell is people in the place, and that's a hill I'll die on.
No, I don't think that you're like. I think that's actually very fair. This is for our generation. This actually it's a very similar sketch in a lot of ways, and I think it does have that people in the place bit, man. It was everything.
It was so good. Oh, God.
Okay, well, I mean, can they top it? Who's to know? But we're going to find out, okay? So, up next, don't be racist. The DeVry Institute Symphony Orchestra can have a twerking flautist. Charlotte, what'd you make of this?
I was waiting for a flute moment in a sketch. And I was so happy when this started, because I was like, yes! So I thought it was just really fun. I thought it was fun. I thought it heightened, and then I loved the dramatic moment of the end, that they're all gonna twerk, and I thought that was really fun. Yeah, I think the only thing that felt maybe or just confused me was that her manager seemed to be out of the 70s, like was just like the outfit, and was smoking a cigarette inside, and so it just seemed like and the costume just seemed so specific of a choice. Like this is like a 70s era manager, but then twerking is very much a more recent United States popular culture phenomenon, right? Like obviously,
Yeah.
you know, she had her TED talk about how it's comes from
Right.
West Africa originally. Anyway, so that part was just confusing to me because then at first when it started, I was like, oh, is this taking place like back in time? But then it like wasn't in other ways. So
Right.
I'd say that was the only thing that was a little confusing to me.
That's fair.
Mhm.
That is interesting because I didn't really think about it until you said so. But I don't. There's really no reason we need the Chris Red character in this.
Yeah, that's actually
He's-
my first note. Is
Actually-
here, is just cut that character.
Yeah,
he,
honestly, yeah.
he just pulls attention from Lizzo, and that's not what we want here.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, Pat, speak more to that.
I completely agree. Like Charlotte, nail on the head. It's I feel like it takes all the attention away from Lizzo in the beginning to the point where Lizzo's character is very I play the flute and there's nothing to the character because now you're so interested in Chris Red who's coming with a lot of angles and a lot of different, he keeps repeating her full name and stuff like that and then it should and especially I feel like in another hosted by someone else who you can see that they couldn't handle the comedy as well.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Right.
But
Mhm.
Lizzo, this is towards the end of the show. Lizzo's proven time and time again with these early sketches that she can be she can do a character piece. She doesn't need someone holding her hand.
Mhm.
And it like literally just cut the character and just make it like instead of it like they need a replacement suddenly is she is the replacement and
Yeah.
she's running a little late and that's all you need to do. And she shows up and everyone in the orchestra is kind of like, oh, just let her try.
Mhm.
But adding that kind of added another level that never worked for me. The idea that she twerks while playing the flute, it's a little one note. Them all twerking at the end was fun. You can tell which one of the people there knew how to twerk. 80
and by
80
which one
didn't.
you mean none of them? 80,
Yeah, I was
None
gonna
of
say
them.
who? Yeah, I didn't see anybody.
not a single
Well,
one.
Which is crazy because you literally have like Queen of Twerks right there. And
Mhm.
like Lizzo could easily have like told them how to do it. And I'm disappointed in Lizzo that she didn't take the time out to teach
with all
everyone
their
how to
free time. Yeah.
with all her free time. She didn't teach the cast how to twerk. But no, that was just like a minor thing that it kind of took me out of it a little bit where I'm like, oh, good for 80. She's trying so hard.
I mean, it sort of worked because these people wouldn't know how to twerk.
Yeah.
But it is
Yeah.
for us watching it, knowing like, like Heidi's like such a fun person on like Instagram. Like we know like Alex Moffat's like secretly really hot. Like we expect that
right.
we expect that 80
Secretly?
can maybe
I don't
do
think
it.
it's
That's
a
true.
secret.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like it would have been off game.
It would have been weird.
Magically
No,
you're
knew
right.
how to twerk. I think.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
You're right, it would, but also like knowing the cast as
Yeah.
like 2022 people that live in the world being so bad
Yeah.
at it was like, because at that moment you really kind of you're not in the sketch anymore, at least
Right.
me, because I am watching it a little bit meta-y and just being like,
Yeah.
oh, can Kate McKinnon twerk? Can 80? Can Heidi? And it's just like, oh, no.
None of them can.
No.
I wonder if they did that on purpose. Now we
Maybe
can talk
so,
about
maybe
how
so.
in the sketch they wouldn't know how to twerk. I
Yeah.
wonder if that was a choice.
Maybe. Let's give them
but-
the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, it was-
They
yeah,
all are
sure.
probably master twerkers. Yeah, I think we've said it all in this sketch. It's a funny it's a funny premise. It did heighten, like we did end up in a place where the whole
Yeah.
orchestra is twerking, but there was just a little something in there that held us back, that held it back from being as good as it could have been. And we talked about the twerking at length, so let's keep going. Lizzo performs About Damn Time and Special. Charlotte, did you have fun with it?
Yeah. Obviously. I mean, she's so good. The first song I didn't totally resonate with. If I'm being honest, did something sound off with the sound? It was like her.
Yeah.
There's always something off with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like her mic was too low or something compared to the music, but I still loved it. I think I just definitely loved the second song and performance better. I loved that her mom introduced her the second time. I thought that was so sweet.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought both of these songs were a little more generic than other Lizzo songs. Like
Yeah.
they just felt like, okay, this is a pop song and not like, oh, this is a Lizzo song. But the performances were fully a good time. They're exactly what we expected. We had a flute moment, we had
Yeah.
dancing, we
Yeah.
had fabulous dancers. I loved all the lights. So it was like it was a good time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, when was she on? And she did like Truth Hurts or whatever.
Oh God.
When,
Yeah, that was
these songs were
That
not
was
at
a
the level of
performance.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat, what'd you think of these?
When she brought that flute out, it's kind of like when Prince steps forward with the guitar. I
Right.
lost my mind. It was like, oh my God, we're so lucky. We're so lucky that she got the flute out. She's such an incredible performer because of both of them. Because it's so hard to do both big dance speed, like be the run around the stage person, and then also command the same amount of power and energy being the quietly stand in front of a mic person. And she did both, and I think she nailed both. It's just the performance. I do agree the songs are extremely forgettable. I've already forgotten both songs, like what they were. But I remember the physical performance of it. God, she's just
Yeah.
she's electric.
charisma.
And I
yeah.
love that her backup singers were also like bigger body people. It wasn't that like, oh, she's backup singers and no, oh my God, and they like all fucking shades of the world. It was a dream. It was Martin Luther King's dream. It was gorgeous. I love that performance. I feel like it's so important. It's so important for and we talk about representation. I don't want to alarm you, but I'm a fat, and it's we don't get a lot of fat people who aren't, when they're put in the center of thing, get like the butt of the joke. At no point during Lizzo's performance did she go for comedy. She went for sex appeal the whole time. It was power. It was set, and it's so refreshing that that's what we see, and that's why Lizzo, I think, is so important as an artist, because yes, Adele is incredible and all this, and she sings to us all, but Lizzo, there's no difference between Megan Thee Stallion or like Doja Cat and Lizzo in sense of, this is who I am, kind of, it doesn't matter that I'm fat. I am writing these sexual, like sexually empowering songs, and it does not matter what my body type is. And I think you don't see that anywhere else, and it's incredible. So yeah, I enjoyed it, Catherine. Why are you fighting me on this?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know why I
it's
got
great.
antagonistic there. I'm sorry.
And
fine.
her just like breath control to go from dancing and singing to then
The
to like
fluting.
control the flute. I mean, it's like insane.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. If you want to see our full sketch by sketch review, search for SNL Afterparty on Patreon or subscribestar.com. Okay, well, that's the end of our rundown. But before we get into our overall thoughts and ratings, I want to take a second to talk about a cool new app called Music League. Music League is a fun game to play with friends where you each submit a song that matches a certain theme, like best cover song, funniest song, or best SNL musical guest. Then the app creates a Spotify playlist and everyone votes by distributing points to their favorite submissions. It's a really fun way to hear new music and share your favorites with friends. I would love for our listeners to check it out and play by going to musicleague.com to download the iOS or Android app today. That's Music League, musicleague.com. And now, back to the show. Are we ready to talk about our big categories?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, up first is Moment of the Night. Patrick, what's yours?
My moment of the night is Andrew Dismukes saying his timing with the Beanie Babies. God damn it! Like the so they're worth nothing, huh? It's just such an elevation. It made me laugh. It made me laugh so hard. I've listened to him just yell "God damn it" a few times because I think it's so the timing's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great moment. Like, and I mentioned it in the thing. Like, he milked that pause so well.
He did, and it worked. He did, because sometimes if you milk a moment, it doesn't hit as well. But he put his whole body into the slam, and that's really what did it for me. Yeah.
My moment of the night is people in the place.
Yeah. It should have been. That's
funny.
Yes.
Ugh.
I need like just that clip to just put on my phone and play it every time I feel a little bit sad, and it'll cheer me
Yes.
right up.
Yeah.
Charlotte, what's your moment?
I agree. Same moment. I thought the people in the place was such a strong moment. It just excellent comedy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent
Yeah.
singing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
perfection.
Okay, well, up next is best sketch. Patrick, what's yours?
The Black Eyed Peas sketch, 1000%. I love that sketch so much. I was almost gonna go with the Mayor of Gametown sketch, the game show sketch early on, but honestly, that Black Eyed Peas sketch is the people in the place. But it's not just people in place for me. There's so many quotable moments. The fact,
Mhm.
like, I love, and we didn't mention it before, that the sketch ends with everyone saying, "Let's say a phrase that represents all of us, L'chaim, Mazel Tov." And like, I was like, great. So funny. So funny.
Because are any of
Mhm.
them Jewish?
Couldn't
I
tell
don't
you.
think so. I don't think they
But
I
are.
don't think so.
it's such a random part of that song
Yes.
that has always driven me crazy. I was really torn between those same two, actually, Patrick. Guess that and the Black Eyed Peas. I think those are two
Mhm.
really strong sketches that have such wonderful moments in them. I think Guess That is probably the stronger of the two, but I'm gonna go with Black Eyed Peas because you know what? It's an instant
Yeah.
classic. It's
Mhm.
even with like even with its faults. God, it's so funny.
Yeah.
People in the place. What else can we say?
Yeah.
Charlotte, what's your best sketch?
I'm gonna do it. The Six Flags man sketch.
Oh,
Okay.
the Six Flags man.
It's just made me laugh in a way I like can't even describe. I thought it was so silly, and I love a dance number. There was a big ensemble dance number. I
Yes, there
loved
was.
it, and it was joyful. It was funny. It was silly. I thought it didn't take itself too seriously. I just loved it. I can't help it. So I'm going with that.
That's a great choice.
Yeah, that's okay.
Catherine's
yeah.
disappointed.
No, I like it when we have different opinions. It
Yeah.
makes a more interesting show, and it's what makes SNL great. Is that there's something for everybody and different things to appreciate about each sketch.
I hope there will be comments that agree with me. Comment below.
Get in the comments.
Get in the comments. Go off.
Go off in the comments if you hate Charlotte. Up next, MVP.
Please don't. I'm too fragile.
She is very sensitive. Please don't do that. Patrick, who's your MVP?
This one might surprise you guys. I felt like he was just consistent all show. And I don't know, because I feel like he played almost every straight guy, but Mikey Day is who I'm going for. I thought Mikey Day was real strong this episode. I thought he was great during the Six Flags sketch. He was my standout with the Egyptian pharaoh scene. And then as a conductor, had some really funny moments, especially after he's called racist. And he's just like, okay, now I have to. I thought was pretty great. Yeah. Was it on level with his performance in Is It Cake? No. No one can ever reach the heights of Is It Cake. But
Have you actually watched Is It Cake?
Yeah. I watched all of Is It Cake, and I gotta say,
is it good?
No, it's not. But anyway, Mikey Day. Yeah.
Mikey Day. Okay, Charlotte, who's your MVP?
Okay, I had one in mind, but now I'm sort of thinking. Okay. Can I have two?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm going to tell you who I'm between, and then maybe you guys can help me come to a decision. Okay. One, Patrick's dying.
I've never seen Catherine be so forceful before. I really love.
I'm so indecisive. I need it.
I was so expecting Catherine to be like, yeah, that's fine, but no, just very simple. No. That was fantastic.
You can tell that Charlotte didn't expect it either because she just sat there in panic for a moment.
Yeah. It was a beautiful moment.
What?
It was
fine. I'll sacrifice my pride for the live performance. Okay. So first, I was gonna say Andrew Dismukes because I thought he had a lot of great moments, and I thought they played him off of Lizzo in a really funny way. Like they were together in the Please Don't Destroy. They had that dynamic. They were together in that weird Egyptian thing, and then they were great in the final sketch, the Beanie Babies. So I just thought there was like a lot of charisma, and I thought he really held his own. And I thought that he was such a great foil to Lizzo. So I thought he really carried all of his sketches really well and was really funny. And then my second choice is Chris Redd because I just thought he was so funny as the mayor. And every sketch he was in, I thought he was really funny, and he always is. And I just thought that he really carried his characters well, even when they weren't the lead, right? Like, and that's always hard to be sort of the unsung hero. So
which one are you picking?
Okay. I'm going to choose Andrew Dismukes.
My MVP is Lizzo. Woo! I don't see how it's anyone but Lizzo. I'm disappointed in both of you.
I honestly was going to say Lizzo, but I didn't want to be the
safe
first
choice,
one.
Catherine.
Yeah. I wanted to go outside the box, not, for the easy get. But no, I'm the villain here. I'm the bad guy.
Celebrate the cast, Catherine.
No, I won't.
No.
Lizzo was so good. She killed her monologue. She brought such great energy to everything. She was the host and the musical guest. She was everything except Weekend Update and the Cold Open had Lizzo in it. And she was owning it in everything she was in and leading, carrying on her back.
Yeah.
So many things. Lizzo killed it. She's going to be a 5-timer. I'm calling it. She was great. Okay, well, let's get into the big one. On a scale of classic, great, decent, weak, or train wreck. Patrick, how would you rate this episode?
I would say decent. I'd say squarely decent. I feel like some of the sketches in the second half were just weak, just like weak premise, like just not. But Lizzo carried through the whole time. The fact that Lizzo was committed the whole time is because honestly, I originally had put weak. I was thinking maybe this is a weaker episode, but Lizzo's performance and Lizzo's tenacity pushed this over the edge for me.
Very good. Charlotte, where do you land?
I'm going to go with great. I thought because she was such a powerhouse, she has this great energy that even when it wasn't my favorite sketch, I thought that she still carried it. And there wasn't anything where I was like so opposed or something. So I didn't have like a visceral reaction in a negative way to anything that strongly. So, and I just thought on the whole, this was just a wonderful show, especially since like the last couple of shows were a little bit. Yeah, I just was happy for this show. So, I'm going with great.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna land on great too because those last couple shows were insert. I thought this one was really good. I thought the first half of this episode was so strong. It had so much going for it. That game show was great. The monologue was great. Black Eyed Peas, as we know, was great. And I enjoyed the Six Flags thing. I didn't think it was perfect, but it was off to a really strong start. And then the back half was weaker. You're right, Pat. But even with that weak back half, I still found things to enjoy. There was nothing in this episode that on my rewatch I was like, oh, do I have to watch this again? Yeah. So I think it made it to great, and a big part of that, like Charlotte said, is Lizzo and her charisma and just her great energy coming into this. So, decent to great, but a solid energy and a great first-time host for sure. I think we can all agree there.
Yeah.
Woo! Here, here.
Yeah, she'll be back. She'll be back 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. Well, this was so much fun. Thank you both for being here. Charlotte, do you have anything coming up? What do you want to tell the people about?
Oh, I definitely have something coming up that I want to tell the people about. So, you may have heard of Lit Comedy since Catherine is the director and I'm also in it. So we have a sketch show coming up on April 27th, which is a Wednesday, and it will be live on YouTube. So you can watch it from the comfort of your home. It's a donation suggested. So I'm sure Catherine will drop the link, but you can go to litcomedy.com and check it out. There's a lot of funny sketches. I'm there. Catherine's there. Patrick will be tuning in.
For?
Yeah, like
Patrick will be in the chat.
We're all
fantastic. It's so good. I'll be in the chat just being like, ooh.
And that is at 8 p.m. On the 27th on YouTube. Patrick, you got anything coming up?
Yes, I do. I have this weekend, if you're listening to it as it came out, the 23rd and 24th, I think. I am going to be at the New York City Queer Comic Arts Fair. It's at the Center on 13th Street. I'll be there selling some of my comics and zines, but more importantly, I'll be selling my shitty paintings. Please watch my shitty painting series, Pat's Shitty Paintings, on Instagram. And you can watch me paint these in the nude, and you can go through the comments and see who out creeped each other, because I leave them now. And you can see all the creepy things people have said to me while I paint my wonderful paintings. As you can see, this is my father. Thank you very much.
We love Pat's Shitty Paintings here at this channel. So yeah, go check his show out. You said that's next Saturday. What time?
Next Saturday and Sunday, all day. It's a comic book. It's a Comic-Con for queer artists and stuff. It's a free event, so if you're in the Village this weekend, come stop in, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of great artists there, putting their stuff out, so it's a fun event.
Amazing. Yeah, sounds like a good time. Awesome. Well, on top of the show that I directed that Charlotte's in, I also have a show with my brand new Boogie Manja team, Howdy Neighbor. That is the same Wednesday night, April 27th at 9 p.m. And it is on twitch.tv/Boogie Manja. So I have two shows in production right now.
The same night, an hour apart. Oh my God.
I'm excited.
Wow. Just what a...
Thankfully, they're both digital, so... I don't have to run.
What an Olympic feat, honestly. Are you getting a medal? Are you going to be carried to Olympus with all the rest of the gods? Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you both for being here, and that is a wrap. Thanks to Charlotte O'Trimba and Pat Riley, and thanks as well to our most generous patrons, Neil Weinstein, Justin Gardner, Grace Kogan, and Brian Clark. If you're enjoying our show, please subscribe on YouTube or wherever better podcasts can be found. Your subscription helps us grow, and your support is greatly appreciated. We'll be back in 3 weeks when SNL returns with host Benedict Cumberbatch and musical guest Arcade Fire. But until then, this has been episode number 159 of the Saturday Night Live Afterparty podcast. I'm Catherine Coleman. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.